Hello everyone. We have already discussed bill of exchange and promissory note in our previous videos. So we will see another negotiable instrument as per the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, that is check. Okay. So according to section 6 of the Negotiable Instrument Act, a check is a bill of exchange drawn on a specified banker and not expressed to be payable otherwise on demand. Okay. So what does the definition say? That a check is a bill of exchange. So what is bill of exchange? Bill of exchange, it is a document, okay, which is accepted by the debtor, as per which he agrees to make the payment of certain sum of money to the creditor. Okay, so it is a document. A check is also a document, and in general terms we say that a check is a document which is used by the customer to withdraw the amount from his account. Okay, suppose if you have deposited money in the bank and if you want to withdraw that, and if you go to the bank, okay, at that time they will give you withdrawal check. So in that, if you have observed, it is written that pay on demand rupees or pay self rupees. Okay, so that is what it is, also a check. Okay, so it is an instrument which is used to withdraw the money from customers account, and it is always payable on demand. On demand means what? The banker won't call you and make the payment. You have to go to the banker, you have to make the demand, so that you receive the money. Okay, so a check is always drawn on a specified banker. Okay, please do remember, check is always drawn on whom? On a specified banker. So each and every bank, they have their own format of check. Okay, the check of SBI is different, the check of Canara Bank is different. So they have their own printed format, and it differs from bank to bank. Okay, but whatever the requisites are there, or whatever the items are there in the check, those remain the same, but the printed format of a check differs from bank to bank. So it is always drawn on a specified banker and always payable on demand. Okay, so on demand, simple, there is no specific time, that is you have to go at 11 o'clock only. No, so whenever the demand is being made, at that time the bank will make you the payment. Okay, so only account holder can draw the check on a banker with whom he holds the account. Now suppose if you are a customer of, say, Canara Bank. Okay, at that time what happens? You have to draw a check on Canara Bank only. Now if you don't have the account in State Bank of India, you cannot write the check of State Bank of India and issue it to others. Okay, only the one who are having the account. Suppose if you are the customer of Canara Bank, at that time you will be having the checkbook of Canara Bank, and you can issue the check only of Canara Bank. Okay, so only the account holder can draw the check. So this is the specimen of a check. Okay, so this check belongs to which bank? This is the check of State Bank of India. So here date is necessary, signature, whose signature is necessary over here? The drawer signature is necessary. Okay, suppose if this is my check, and if I want to issue you a check, at that time I have to put my signature over here. Okay, and this signature must match with the signature which I have given to the bank. Okay, so it should not vary. So whatever signature, specimen signature I have given to the banker, the same signature must be put by me over here. Okay, and here pay, I can write the name of the person, or it here even it is mentioned order. Okay, order means what? To whomsoever this person mentions. Okay, suppose if I write ABC, okay, the banker has to pay ABC or the order rupees. So here the amount is to be mentioned, and here amount in words, and here in figures it is to be mentioned, and account number, and so everything. Okay, so if all the details are filled by the customer or the drawer, at that time it will be deemed as a valid check. Now parties of a check has how many parties? A check has three parties. Okay, one is drawer and payee. Drawer, person who draws a check. Okay, so here the customer of a bank can be called as a drawer. Okay, now this particular check here, suppose if it is my check, at that time I will become the drawer. Then drawee, banker on whom it is drawn. In this particular case, who is the drawee? State Bank of India is a drawee. Please remember, in check there are three parties. Drawer is the customer, drawee is the banker, payee is the person who receives the money of the check. In this case, ABC is the payee. Got it? So payee is the person who receives the money. Now features or essentials of a check. Okay, you can also call it as essentials of a check. So what are the things that are necessary for a check, and what are the conditions for a check to be called as a valid check, without which, now suppose if date is missing, at that time it won't be called as a valid check. So we'll see one by one. It must be in writing. Yes, a check should always be in writing. So you should use such a form, or you should use such a means to write the check that it cannot be easily altered. Suppose if you write a check using pencil, okay, so if you write a check using pencil, it can be easily altered by anyone. So generally you can use pen, okay, or you can use a printed format. So it must be in writing. Next one, unconditional order to pay, not a request. Okay, so it is a unconditional order. Order means what? You are not requesting the banker to pay your money, you are demanding or you are ordering the banker to pay the money. Okay, so it is a unconditional order. Please do remember, you are not requesting the banker, because whatever money is been deposited by you in the bank, it belongs to you. That's why you are going to make the demand to the banker. Okay, and it is unconditional. So all the negotiable instruments, those are unconditional. That is, the banker will not say, I'm going to pay you the money if you sing in front of me or if you dance in front of me. No, no such conditions are there. It is purely unconditional. Then pay money only. Okay, a check, you, if you see, you have seen many if in this so far, you might have seen lots and lots of checks. Okay, so there it is not that you pay gold. Okay, in check nowhere it is mentioned that you have to pay 1 kg gold, or you have to pay 5 securities, 5 shares. No, it is purely money only. You can see here also, it is for what? For money only, valid for rupees how much? 10 lakh. Okay, and under that, so it is to pay money only. Then certain and specific amount. So whatever amount you are mentioning in the check, it must be specific. Okay, suppose if it is 5,000, you have to write it in words and figures also. So 5,000 only. Now if you write around 5,000, it is not clear what is the amount you are going to issue. So amount must be clear in both figures and words. Then can be endorsed any number of times. Okay, so you can transfer the check any number of times up to the date of maturity. So what is the validity of a check? It is 3 months. Okay, so up to 3 months you can transfer the check any number of times. Then customer is drawer and banker is drawee. So who is the drawer? Customer is the drawer, banker is the drawee. Then check should not be altered. Okay, now this, suppose if this is the check and your date is there. Okay, and here amount, you have to write the amount over here, amount in words and in figures. So you must not alter the check. Alter means what? You should not make any changes in the check once when you have written. So it must be clear. Now suppose if I have written here today's date, okay, say 21, so tomorrow I cannot cancel over here and write some other date. No. Okay, so you should not make any changes in the check. Then printed form of check should be supplied by the banker. Generally the bankers will issue a checkbook if you have requested. Now you might be having the account with the banker. If you want the checkbook, you have to give them the application, they will issue you the checkbook. So it's not like that now you have the account in State Bank of India but they did not issue a checkbook because you did not request them. At that time you cannot go and form your own printed format. Okay, you cannot make your own check and give to anybody. No. Okay, so each and every bank has their own format and you printed format. Okay, and you have to take it by giving the application to the banker. Then it must be signed by the maker. Maker means who? Maker is the drawer or the customer over here, drawer or customer. So it must be signed. Suppose if I am issuing you a check, say a check of rupees 50,000, and if I don't put my signature over there, your check will be dishonored by the banker. Dishonored means what? The banker won't make you payment. Okay, so that's why it's very necessary, the one who is drawing the check, he has to put his signature. That is maker, drawer or customer, all are the same over here. So next we will see various types of check. Okay, so the types of check, it is very important. Okay, so first one is your bearer check. So payable to any person who presents it to the bank. So bearer means what? The one who has the check is known as a bearer. So we have studied in the features of negotiable instrument. If it is a bearer instrument, endorsement is not necessary. You can simply transfer the bearer checks by delivery, that is just by giving to another person, he will become the owner. Simple. Is that clear? So bearer check, it is payable to any person. Next comes your order check. Okay, order means what? Payable to specific person named in the check. Suppose if it is written pay ABC, at that time the payment is to be made to whom? It is to be made to ABC only. And it and for such type of check, that is for order check, endorsement is necessary. Endorsement means what? Signing on the back of the instrument. Suppose ABC wants to give the check to CD. Okay, so now what ABC has to do? He has to sign at the back of the check that endorsed to CD. He has to mention endorsed to CD. Okay, and he can give the check. Okay, and so this order check can be transferred any number of times up to the date of maturity, that is 3 months. Okay, but here for your order check, what is necessary? Endorsement is necessary. If CD want to transfer this check to XY, at that time what CD has to do? He has to sign on the back of the check and he has to transfer it to XY. So now who will be the owner of that check? XY will be the owner. Next, open check. Open check is also called as uncrossed check. Payable to the holder at the counter of the bank, amount will be given in the hand. Now, if you have observed the check, okay, some checks will be having two lines over here, that is two parallel lines. Some checks won't be having two parallel lines. Okay, if the check is not having two parallel lines, then such checks are called as open check. Okay, so for open check, if the check is open, that is if the check does not have two parallel lines, at that time it is a open check. Such check you can go to the bank, you can give it to the counter and the banker will give you the amount. Okay, suppose this is a open check of rupees 5,000 and I have that 5,000 and I don't have account with the banker. Say I don't have, this is a SBI check and I don't have account in SBI. Okay, at that time what I can do? I can straight away go to SBI counter, give the check. Since it is a open check, the banker will give me 5,000 in my hand. Okay, coming to your crossed check. Crossed check is not payable to the holder or on the counter. Okay, suppose if this check is a crossed check and if this belongs to SBI and if I don't have account in SBI, at that time I have to open a SBI account in order to encash this particular check. Okay, so this particular check is not payable. The cash won't be given to you by the banker at the counter. Okay, so customer should pay the pay-in slip, whatever which is prescribed by the banker, and amount is credited to customer's account. Okay, please remember, open check, cash will be given at the counter. Crossed check, what happens? You have to fill the pay-in slip and the amount will be credited to your account. Okay, next one comes your post dated check. Okay, post dated means what? Future. Post means future. A check which bears a date later than the date of issue. Okay, a check issued on 1/2/2019 dated 1/5/2019. Okay, simple. Post means what? Post means future. Future dated check is known as post dated check. Okay, so what is the date today? The date is 21/7/2021. Okay, so what I will do, I will give you a check today, but on that particular check what I will write? I will write the date as say 1/8/2021. Okay, now tell me, this 1/8/2021, is it a future date or is it a past date, or it is a present date? It is a future date. That 1/8 is yet to come, that is 1st of August is yet to come. Okay, so what? But I am issuing a check dated 1/8 today only, that is on 21st of July. Okay, so here such kind of check, what the customer has to do? Suppose if I issue this check to ABC. Okay, so for ABC I am issuing the check, that is Today I am issuing a check dated, I am writing the date as what, 1/8/2021. Okay, now ABC cannot go to the bank and give the check today only, so leave it, today is a holiday. They ABC cannot go and present the check on 22nd of July. Okay, so he has to wait up to 1st. Okay, so on 1st of August if he goes to the banker will give the payment, or the banker will honor that particular check. Suppose if he goes on 22nd, that is tomorrow, if he goes with this check, the banker will say this is a post dated check, please come on 1st of August. Okay, so that is a post dated check. Okay, so I am issuing the check today, but I am writing the date as 1/8. Okay, so that is your post dated check. Next, coming to your stale check. Okay, stale means what? A check, generally what happens, checks are presented for payment, that is within 3 months from the date of issue. If the check is presented after 3 months, it is a stale check. Okay, so now suppose if a check is issued on 1/7/2019, okay, but it is not presented for payment, what is the maturity of this particular check? 3 months, that is 39/21. Okay, so on 39, sorry, 2019 it would be the maturity of the check, but here up to 39 the customer did not take this check to the banker. Okay, but the customer will go on 2nd of October. Okay, say he will go on 2nd of October 2019. Okay, now the 3-month validity of the check is over. Okay, for 3 months the customer did not go to the bank, he did not deposit the check into the bank. Okay, but now the validity of the check is over, that is 3 months have passed away, he has gone after 3 months. Okay, so such checks are known as stale checks. Okay, and if you are going to present stale checks to the banker won't make the payment for your check. Okay, he will dishonor your check. Is that clear? Stale check means what? You had to present stale check means what? Actually there was 3-month period for the check, that is within 3 months you have to go and present the check to the banker. Now 3 months have already passed away, you are going after 3 months, so such checks are known as stale checks, and these are dishonored by the banker, that is the banker won't make you the payment for stale checks. Now comes your antedated check, a check which bears a date before the date of issue. This is simple. Ante means what? Past date. Okay, post dated means what? It was future date, antedated is past date, so that's why your ante is there. Okay, ante means what? Now what is the date today? 21/7/21. Today I will issue you a check. Okay, suppose ABC is a person and today I have to issue a check to ABC. Okay, but in the check what I am writing, I will write the date as 18/7/21. Okay, I am issuing the date today, check today, but I am writing the date of 18th. Is that clear? Okay, but now the question arises, what about antedated check? Okay, since I have written a date which has already gone, suppose if you go and visit the bank tomorrow, that is on 22nd of July, at that time the banker will honor your check. Okay, so that doesn't make a difference over here. Okay, ante means what? You are issuing a check today, but you are writing the date which has already passed. Okay, so that is your antedated check. So these are the types of check. I hope these things are clear to you people. If not, then you can ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.